Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals. Alright guys, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. I am up to 617 subscribers. Trying to get that rolling all the way up to 700 as fast as we can. Now, for you guys that are new to the show, or if you've been a regular Barry of mine, you know this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, we've made it through 2 weeks of Bengals training camp. That is awesome. This is a very interesting tidbit of information of how crucial I think Joe Mixon and AJ Green can be to the Bengals' success this year. Now, Joe Mixon and AJ Green are very key players to the Bengals' success this season. Of course they are. Duh. But it's more than you think. In 5 games, there's only been 5 games that this has happened, that Joe Mixon and AJ Green are on the same field, and Joe Mixon racks up at least 20 carries. The Bengals are 5-0. So, they both got to be healthy. AJ, I'm talking to you. Offense coordinator, you got to give Mixon the ball at least 20 times, and the Bengals are 5-0. Now, the last time this happened, that they're both on the field at the same time, was way back in 2018. That was my son's senior year of high school. He's a junior in college now, so it's been a little while. October 28th to be exact, when Mixon had 21 carries for 123 yards. That was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now that set the stage up for AJ's diving, tumbling, 11-yard catch over the middle to set up the game-winning field goal. Now, why am I bringing this up? Okay, we're all worried about what's going to go on with the offensive line and the offense, and I don't think any of us are that worried about the defense. At least, I don't think we are. I guess my point is, if we had these two on the field at the same time, and they're healthy, they are going to be a huge help to Joe freaking Burrow and the Bengals this year. I mean, if Mixon, all he's got to do is get 20 carries. That's should be pretty doable. Mixon is one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in football this year. So, we got to get the offensive line fixed, as like I keep saying. But you got to get the ball to Mixon. And I think that's a huge thing, like I said, for Joe Burrow. Just so, being a rookie quarterback, he doesn't have to take all of it on himself. Now, speaking of the offensive line and trying to get it better, Billy Price says he's ready to compete at Bengals training camp. Now, Price was a first-round pick of the Bengals in 2018. Now, he lost his starting job under new head coach Zach Taylor and their coaching staff last season. Now, going into the season, Price isn't just going to lay down, which I like. He remade his body. Coming into training camp, he weighed in at a whopping 330 pounds. Now, that's an effort to match what offensive line coach Jim Turner likes. Now, this is according to Bengals color commentator Dave Lapham. Now, I like that. I like competition in training camp, especially on our offensive line, because that's the one I keep saying I'm a bit worried about. Now, Billy Price, he lost his starting center job, and then he didn't do that great at left guard last year, so I think this is pretty much put up or shut up for him, or he might be gone after this year. But I like it. He's trying to do what they want and trying to compete with these guys. So I hope it works out for him because, I mean, worst case, I know he's a very expensive backup, but if he's good, we need players on the offensive line. And I've said this yesterday, and I said on a couple of shows, with the pandemic going on, the versatility of players and multiple players and the backup players are going to be very important this year because you don't know what's going to happen with injuries, COVID-19, stuff like that. So we need as many healthy bodies as we can get this year. So good luck to Billy Price on trying to save his career. All right, yes, I love this team. The Columbus Blue Jackets won 3-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. The mental toughness of this team is ridiculous. Okay, if you guys remember in the play-in round, they were up, I think, 3-1, I think, against Toronto. Toronto pulls the goalie and scores 3 goals and wins it. And Columbus comes back the next day and they beat the you want to say Blue Jays, the Maple Leafs. And they move on to the first round of the playoffs. Well, first game of the playoffs, they play 7 periods, 5 overtimes, and they lose, and they turn around, and it's no big deal. Now, at the beginning of the game, first 5 minutes of the game, I'm like, oh my goodness, this does not look good. We're not playing very good. And then a light went off, and they started playing, and they started hitting, and they started making it very, very uncomfortable and hard for the Lightning to do anything. They ended up winning 3-1. Now the series is tied up 2-2, and it's going back to Toronto, which all the games are Toronto, so it's kind of a joke. Game 3 is tomorrow night at 7:30 on Fox Sports Ohio. Now, it'll be on Plus, because Reds game will be on. So all you Blue Jackets fans, we can watch both of them if you have Fox Sports Ohio and Fox Sports Plus. Either way, I think John Tortorella is not becoming, he already is. He's my favorite coach in sports right now of the teams that I root for. Because one of the questions he got asked after the overtime loss is, well, Coach, what do you tell your team to, about going into the next game? He goes, prepare. We got prepare to play the next game. That's it. Just move on. Prepare. Forget this loss. I mean, he didn't say all this. He just said prepare to win the next game. But it's forget this loss. Forget this game. It's over. Focus, concentrate, move on to the next one. That's perfect. I mean, when you get these playoff, any kind of playoff in professional sports, you just got to focus at one game at a time. Don't worry about what happened the last game. Don't worry about the next game. You focus, you concentrate on that game and what you're doing right there. And John Tortorella has got these guys focused, centered, and ready to go. And they will run through a wall for that man. So John Tortorella is right now my favorite coach as far as any of the professional teams that I root for. Like David Bell, who's I'm not a big fan of. Zach Taylor. I like Zach Taylor, but he hasn't done anything for me to really like him yet. Well, hopefully that'll happen this year. And now speaking of David Bell, the Reds lost to the woeful Pittsburgh Pirates. This was only the Pirates' 4th win of the year. The Pirates have won 4 games the entire season. And won almost last night. And they got off to a great start. It was 9-0 after the second inning. That was DeSclafani's shortest start of his career. Now, I got to be honest, I didn't watch the first 2 innings because I was watching the Blue Jackets games and I flipped over. And I got a group text I do with a couple of my buddies. And I'm like, what in the world happened? They're like, Pirates are just hitting everything. I'm like, well, as soon as they sent me that text, then DeSclafani walks a guy in. I'm like, well, they didn't hit that. He walked him in. So, again, my apologies. I did not watch the first 2 innings, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because I would have been pulling my hair out. This team is driving me nuts. Now, one of my buddies sent me this stat. But basically, the start the Reds are off to right now is eerily similar to the start they got off in 2010, where they ended up winning the NL Central. Completely different team, completely different season. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, they turn this around. The good news is the bullpen didn't give up any runs yesterday. Cody Reed looked really, really good. Michael Lorenzen, he better have bought Shogo a big fat steak last night because he made 2 unbelievable plays out in left field. One of them, he stole a home run. So after that, Lorenzen did pretty good. He's still not to where I think he should be, and I don't think where he thinks he should be. But at least if you're trying to get some good nuggets out of it, at least the bullpen didn't give up any Reds. And the Reds offense kept trying to come back. I mean, they lost, but they started out 9-0 and got close. So anyway, we'll see. They're back at it again today against the Pittsburgh Pirates. They got to get it together. They've got, keep saying it, they got to get it together. All right, guys, it is Friday. So if you're new to the show, or if you are a weekly viewer, I call my viewers berries because I'm strawberry, so they're berries. Anyway, I do this thing on Fridays called Zeek of the Week. And I posted this on Sports Strawberry Ice Facebook page. Now, Zeke of the Week is Seattle rookie. I hope I'm saying his name right. Which, after this, you'll probably never hear his name again. Kadeem Silverad, I think. He has been cut. He's a rookie, mind you, a rookie. So he's got to really work his butt off to try to make the team. He's not a first-round pick, second-round pick. You know, he's been cut for trying to sneak a woman into the hotel room, which right now you can't have anybody in your hotel rooms because of COVID-19. And you're trying to get your NFL career started. Priorities, dude. I mean, you want an NFL career or you want to spend time with a woman? Apparently, the woman was more important than the NFL career because he got cut. Kadeem, I think is how you say his name. Dude, you are my Zeke of the Week. That's unbelievable. All right, guys. I got Facebook groups that I help run that invite you guys to come join. They are Bengals Nation, Reds Country, Bearcats Country, and Cyclones Country. Also invite you to follow me on all my social platform. They're all at Sports of Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now, this is a YouTube show, but I also do a podcast. And I know sometimes you can't watch the show, but take me with you. Check me out on there and make sure you like and subscribe and give me a 5-star review. I'm on Beanpot, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, a whole bunch of different places. And like I said at the beginning of the show, we are at 617 subscribers on YouTube. That is greatly appreciated. That is awesome. Let's try to keep it rolling to get to 700 as fast as we can. And other than that, man, it's Friday, baby. It's Friday. We got lots of sports. I love it. Sports is back. Bengals training camp is coming soon. 30 days, baby. 30 days till the season starts. Are you excited? I know I am. Other than that, that's your sports, baby. See you guys.